lifestyle wise, I think for MS, it's, there's a few things that probably the biggest one you could possibly ever do is not smoke. It doesn't matter a damn. You could eat as well as you like, but if you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, you're twice as likely to get MS in the first place. You're 4 times more likely to get progressive MS, and you're going to get it on average probably 8 years earlier than somebody who doesn't smoke. So not smoking is the most important thing anybody can do if they have MS, regardless of anything else. Sunlight, being exposed to sunlight, and if you can't get sunlight, so where I live, we often don't get much sunlight in Northern Ireland, so it's vitamin D. So it's either getting your vitamin D naturally through exposing as much skin as you can to the sun, obviously taking in mind the need for sun protection as well. And if you don't get that, then it's taking regular vitamin D supplements. You know, there's ever increasing evidence about the benefit in terms of preventing MS, but also in treating MS with vitamin D supplementation at the appropriate level. Exercise is a massive part of me staying well. And I think they just all, it's like a jigsaw, they all fit together so importantly. One doesn't come without the other. And actually, we know probably from lots of sources now that the benefits of exercise, you don't need to be an Ironman, you don't need to be a triathlete or an elite level athlete. The real benefits in MS come from going from the sedentary lifestyle that so many of us lead to being moderately active 3 to 5 times a week for an average half an hour, 30 minutes. And that's really what the advice from lots of governments around the world is anyway. And, you know, lots of people will say, well, I can't exercise. I've got difficulty with fatigue, balance, weakness issues, spasticity. And at the start of my journey with OMS, I didn't really have an answer for that. But with time, with working with some incredible physical therapists and yoga professionals, there really is, there's almost without exception, everybody can do something physical exercise wise. There's nearly always an adaptation can be made to facilitate you to be active in some way. And it's so important. And the benefits are just huge of exercise in MS. And I suppose then the last one really is stress reduction, stress management, because you can't avoid stress. It's an inevitable part of our lives, but it's finding a way to respond to stress that keeps you well, because there's no doubt that stress and MS are not good bedfellows. You know, you're much more likely to have a relapse after stressful events. Stress chronically makes symptoms worse, and it's just really, really important that you or that we find a way to manage our stress in a sort of productive and positive way. So those are, I suppose, Nick, and those would be the cornerstones and keystones for me in my staying well. And medication, if it's the right choice for you, you know, that's a big part of this as well. I think a lot of people think that OMS as an organization are against medication. Absolutely not the case at all. But what we are for is that sense of ownership and empowerment, and being able to have the time and space to make that decision for you rather than having a decision placed upon you. And if medication is right for you, then absolutely, then you should go for that alongside the lifestyle. It's not one or the other. They're not mutually exclusive. It's not us or, you know, us or them, OMS versus medicine. That's absolutely not the case. You know, I take medication and I do OMS, as many people do around the world. So, but it could be a big part of it for some people.